have reality to be focused on me. I'm on TV. I am a Vidiot.
Previously on X-Men.
So basically what we have here is a lovely establishment that connects you with your inner child. It is a place where you can go to get comfort food called The Kitchen Cereal Bar. Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Vidiot On Demand. My name is Football Boy.
Hey guys, my name is Noa and
I'm Jessica Ormsby.
No, you guys aren't with me. Good night, everybody.
And now, the conclusion.
No, but yeah, like Phineas and Ferb was because of Disney Plus. Now that I have that.
Let's go.
So, there's 104 days of dedication is the longest that ended.
So the annual problem of our generation is finding a good way to spend it.
Like baby, building a rocket,
fighting a army, climbing up the Eiffel Tower,
something that doesn't exist.
We're giving a monkey a shower, burning tidal waves, screaming down the box, looking at Frankenstein's brain.
It's over here.
Fighting a dodo bird. No, something.
Painting a continent.
Driving
No. Painting a continent.
Something else. It was like the roller coaster.
Painting a continent.
Driving your sister insane. Phineas! So you can see there's a whole lot of stuff to do before school starts this fall. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. I was like waiting for when us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. Mom, Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence.
Bam!
Yeah.
So because I did not grow. Thank you so much. Even though she did most of the work. No, I remember because I just remember hearing about the show and I'm going, what's so great about this while it was like on TV? And I don't know why. I guess like through other YouTubers that were talking about the show, I kind of got curious. So I just thought I'm gonna sit down and watch it, and I just binged the entire 4 seasons and the movies that they also released, and then watching the whole thing. My God, the comedy in that show is so good. And
it's so funny how they had a summer break for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. And they comment on it eventually, because it's like, man, this thing feels like it'll never end. Like, they comment on tropes so well.
But why, Master Perry? What made you give up the life of a warrior hero? What's he doing?
That's a wrinkle dissolve. He must be having a flashback.
Does he know we can't see it? Should we give him some privacy? I don't know the protocol for flashbacks. Is he back? He's back.
That it is so funny. It's one of my favorite shows. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
One of your favorite shows?
It really went up there because as coming from someone who absolutely didn't know anything about it and thought, to be honest, I thought the characters looked ugly and I wasn't really into it. Because, I mean, you got a triangle for a head, like one character, and I'm like, it's not my thing. I want my...
Does the other one have a rectangle?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. And
Shapes, woo!
Yay for shapes.
They're trying to educate us. It's like Hey Arnold, though.
Yeah, I had trouble watching that because of the character designs. I guess I just looked.
What's your favorite character generally? Who is the best looking to?
Cartoon character. As far as cartoons, there was this one moment when I remember playing out in the summer and my mom ran out and she said, "Animaniacs is on TV!" And I'm just like, there's no way it's in English because Animaniacs is such comic genius that you can't translate it really. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I don't think so. She goes, and it's in English! And I dropped what I was doing and I ran in there and I sat down and I'm like, I can't believe it. And it was a new episode I hadn't seen. Animaniacs, one of the best shows.
Is that where the video of this guy pointing to the map and singing?
Yes, Yakko's World. United States, Canada, I mean, it's so funny.
I'd say my favorite Nickelodeon cartoon, because I wasn't really a Disney child. I had Nickelodeon up until we bought a new TV in 2000, when I turned 7, I think. So I had it when I was young. So my favorite is SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is such a great design and such a good character. It's one of the last remaining 90s shows that is still on television.
It's the only from Nickelodeon.
From Nickelodeon, yeah. But yeah, I don't know what my favorite. I mean, I really dig the new Mickey Mouse shorts that they've done.
The 5-minute ones?
Those really new shorts that come out. I think they started in 2013, and I really like it because they combine a lot of the cartoony stuff from both the 30s and from the 90s that has like the way Ren and Stimpy just had a kind of, this is what they're suddenly doing now.
No, sir, I don't think I have any use for rubber nipples. But I'll tell you what, though. Do you have any rubber walrus protectors? Call the police.
There's no explanation. They're just this now, and you just go with it. They do that with them, and they have such bizarre humor. And I just love that. So that's a few tips for you. What do you guys? You guys have some favorites or tips that you would like the children to check out?
Cartoons just don't do it for me. Like, I'm here for everyone who likes them, but I just... I just need real stuff, okay? Like, I cannot, like... My entire childhood is like That's So Raven and Cheetah Girls. So my best friends, Oa, Alicia, and Vicky, we would like all choose one. Amal, the other one, she was like, guys, you are just awkward people. She would sit on the side and be like, what are you guys doing? And we'd be like, I am that, I'm this. And then I even went to the extent where I like told Vicky's mom that that we should like get a dance studio and we should like go all into it. And then I remember I was talking on the phone with Vicky and she's like, here you go, here's my mother, you can talk to her. And I was like, hi. Yeah. Like then I realized it's all in my head, and we stopped at that point. But like Cheetah Girls, my dad would pirate the movies for us.
Together,
but like
we make each other stronger. That no, we don't look the same. The stars are different colors. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
We
this is
make
funny.
a big family,
But we don't look the same.
we are
Cheetah Girls.
What's your favorite Cheetah Girls song?
Let's do it.
Strut.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like what is the Chanel song? Oh, well, since I don't know, it's probably not my favorite. But in the third movie, when Chanel.
I don't know. I just know the song in the
Oh my gosh, Chanel, aka Adrian
Bailon.
Now Houghton. She is gorgeous and lit, and I feel for her. I'm here for her. Like,
I'm just gonna put a picture
I'm just
here
as
so
a
that I
personality.
know who
She's
they're
like
talking
super
about.
cool. The Cheetah Girls, you gotta strut like you mean it. Woo! Free your mind, it's not enough just to dream it.
Help
Come
me.
on, come on.
I'm gonna get copyrighted.
I know exactly.
I was gonna say that High School Musical was like an epidemic at our school.
Oh, for sure.
And yes,
We're
I'm saying
addicted.
epidemic because that is what's happening
It
now.
spread like
But
wildfire.
it did. I mean, everyone had a High School Musical pencil case. I had a High School Musical party. In our class, we would at free teats, our after school extracurricular situation, we would practice a play where we would do like High School Musical. So we would be like, in our class, he's gonna be Troy and she's gonna be Gabriella, and every blonde girl in my class was like, I want to be Sharpay. And one of my classmates, she was Sharpay, and then a second one who had looked more like her was her understudy. Like, we actually decided when we were like 9 that we were gonna have not even 9, actually like 7. We had understudies, and I was like, well, I look like Kelsey. Can't I be her? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Oh, the girl who played the piano.
Yeah, and they're like, whatever, because she's not really that much.
She's not a popular character.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been a cartoon person. Like, I just can't get with it. Like, I've always been like, That's So Raven.
That's So Raven.
Cheetah Girls.
I recently found out
world.
that That's So Raven had a supernatural element to it.
Yeah,
I
she
had
could
no
see
idea
into
for the
the
longest
future.
time.
What do you mean?
Like, she could do
That's
like the whole
the thing.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. I didn't know that. All I know is that her name is Raven Simone
you never
in
watched
real
it?
life. I
Oh,
never
you
watched
never
it.
watched
I never watched
I
it.
thought you watched
So-
it and you were like, there's
No,
supernatural
no, I
thing.
literally never watched it, and it was until I think you guys were talking about it that I went, wait, what? Like, I had no
second.
idea. Yeah, I
It's like
had
she
no
looks
idea
into the
about
future,
that.
and then the thing is, though, she looks in the future and she said, I need to prevent this, but because she tries to prevent it, it happens.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the
it's
best thing
one of
she
the-
could do is to just like not think about it.
It's like
I
type
guess
4
it would
time
happen then
travel.
anyways, but like she just does it to prevent it, and then it happens anyways. But That's So Raven is amazing.
So Raven Simone.
Anything Raven
Yeah,
Simone,
yeah.
except for the Cosby years.
Did you watch Kompis på nätet?
Kompis på nätet.
That sounds so quaint.
But I don't know what it's called in English. It's an Australian show about an Australian girl who lives on a ranch and her 2 best friends who she used to live in Singapore. And then they all moved away. So one of them still lives in Singapore, one of them lives in Germany, one of them lives in Australia, and they get this thing where they could like a chat room for themselves, and then they have codes that they have to write into their phone. But then this thing glitches so that they can write the code in to go to inside the virtual chat room, and they can write different codes to like teleport to the different countries where they are. So if I were to write the code that is connected to the girl in Germany's phone, then I would end up in Germany through her computer in her room. So they could like.
This was this animated or live action?
No, live action.
Okay, interesting.
So
I like that.
yeah, and they would like chat, and they would open their computer and then meet each other. So they have like dance practice in Singapore. So they would like teleport in the middle of the night to go to Singapore to have dance practice and stuff like that. And then sometimes they would come and help on the ranch. One who
H2O. Just add water. There we go. That's another one. H2O, just add water.
I remember that. I'm aware of that.
We're gonna dance together.
I remember that. I didn't really watch it that much because that's a Disney show, right?
I'm no ordinary girl. I'm from the sea to underworld. See, I got the power if I just believe.
Just believe.
'Cause I'm no ordinary girl.
No,
seriously, that was mine.
there was a show that I remember, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I think it was called Ocean Girl. You remember this?
No.
It was this weird thing because it seems like it should be a part of the H2O or Aquamarine kind of universe.
I love Aquamarine.
All I know is that it was a girl who I, for many years, thought was Jessica Alba, who had like brown clothes as if like she had a burlap sack on or whatever. It was weird, and she's always in the water. And it was just this weird thing where I was oddly enticed because the girl was so cute that I'd be like, I don't know why I want to keep watching this. You know, like that was the only. I don't remember any. I just remember going. Is that a fever? I think it's called Ocean Girl. I feel like it could be a fever dream, and I made it all up. That girl.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, and you can understand why.
Jessica Alba though?
Well, it was before I knew who Jessica Alba was, and then when Jessica Alba no, it's like this. I saw that girl, thought she was cute. Jessica Alba became a thing, and I somehow just went, "That's the girl from Ocean Girl." That's what I thought.
Like the
I was just like, yeah, because she's so beautiful, like the girl from Ocean Girl. That has to be her.
The Hillary Duff movie.
A Cinderella story. Have you seen
Yes,
that
but
one?
also
I'm
when
aware
she
of
was playing the superstar, Hillary Duff was playing a superstar in one
Lizzie
movie.
McGuire.
Yeah.
Was that it?
No,
Was that
it
it?
was another one.
Yes, the Lizzie McGuire movie when she's like, "Sing to me, Paolo." People actually, apparently, people walk up to her in the street and be like, "Yeah, Hillary, can you say 'Sing to me, Paolo'?" Because it's Lizzie and then the other girl who she also played some Spanish.
That
thing.
one.
Yeah, it's Lizzie McGuire. Because she goes on a school trip to like Spain or something, or Argentina, I don't remember. And then there's
She meets someone who looks like her.
Yeah, she plays the other one, but it's like a famous like singer. And then they go on stage together and sing.
Okay.
And then I think maybe she's alter ego or something. I don't remember. It's the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Let me just see if I agree.
And there was this
If I
dude.
agree.
She was like 17 or something in this movie.
No, it's not this one.
Okay. Well, there
What
was
is the one?
a guy whose name is Paolo, and she started like dating him for a little while, and then she's like this other actress, singer. She's like, "Sing to me, Paolo," and then he's like,
Raise your voice.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
And she was together, and she was like dating this, or she fell in love with this guy with the brown hair. That says a lot. I don't know, but gorgeous guy as well.
I just remember my first introduction to Hillary Duff
The perfect.
was in the first Cody Banks movie. And I just remember going, oh, she's so cute. Okay, so before we go, let's just talk about some of our favorites that we would suggest to you from our past that really meant a lot to us. Go, what do you got?
Cheetah Girl.
Cheetah Girls, baby.
The only thing.
Raven Simone up in this.
Seriously, I just love Cheetah Girl. I think it's fun.
What do you think? What's your favorite to say to the kids, hey, check this out. This is great.
I want to say SpongeBob, but I feel like everyone has already seen SpongeBob.
I'm going to go with, I have top three, and I'm going to go with, of course, stuff that you know, Batman the Animated Series from the 90s is one of those quintessential, to me, it is the Batman that exists. It's really good. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker himself as the Joker. Can you believe that? And it's so well animated that you can watch it now and just appreciate the art of how they painted it on dark paper, on black paper, just because they wanted it to have its own vibe and feel. It's really, really good. It still holds up. Really great show. And then, of course, as far as comedy, I mentioned it before, Animaniacs is one of the best shows. It still holds up. Even the new stuff is really, really good and fun to check out, but the old stuff is really, really fun, and it's that zany kind of comedy that almost doesn't exist nowadays. So I want you to check that out. And the last thing is an almost forgotten show called Gargoyles. It was a Disney show that I grew up with, and it was their answer to Batman, where it was basically gargoyles who were actual gargoyles, but only at night, and then during the day they were stoned, and they had Detective Elisa Maza that was going to protect them, and all this great stuff. It was a really great show. Unfortunately, had a bit of a weird ending there, but I really would like them to do a reboot, maybe a movie out of that one. So that's all a few things that I'd like to say. I want to thank my guests on this episode. Thank you, Noa.
Thank you,
Jessica. And I hope you guys check out their channels.
Cheers.
Later. Let's do it then.
Hey.
Yo, 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 yo.